humility. And the handoff from grace to humility is an awesome one. And I'm so honored that Pastor Doug chose me to just follow in the footsteps of grace. And as I was preparing for this message, you know, it's funny how when you're preparing for something, what the words that are given to you to give to everyone else is usually for yourself too. Like every discovery I made, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get the crowd going with this one. It's like, you do that. Dang, Lord, you ain't even have to bust me over the head like that. Man, they're gonna laugh at this. You know, I'm still working on you on that one. Oh, do I want to share it then? Okay, yeah, we're gonna share it. But I am just honored to be up here. Want to again thank our pastors for giving me the opportunity to let the Lord use me. And my assignment today is to speak on humility. Humility. And sometimes we get humility wrong because a lot of times we focus on everything that we're giving up as opposed to what God is calling us to give. It's like, all right, I received the grace. I got to walk away from this. Lord, I hope you appreciate everything I'm walking away from. Lord, you know I gave that up. You know I was really struggling with that, and I did so good. I did good walking away from that. Yeah. And our focus is on everything that we're giving up as opposed to, Lord, you know I dealt with that, so now I give it to you. And I want to read a scripture in Luke chapter 5. And what's funny is I debated on if I was going to bring my Bible or the iPhone. I'm still kind of old school. I like using the Bible. Using this iPad, it can be kind of sketchy for me sometimes. But it's okay. We're going to make it rock. So in Luke chapter 5, to set the scene, this is when Jesus was walking along the shore. Everybody had heard about everything that Jesus was doing, all the works, all the amazing things. So a crowd was forming. And he was like, okay, there's a boat over there. Hey, can y'all push this boat out in the water for me? So he gets on the boat and he's preaching a sermon. He gets done and he sees the disciples. So in chapter 5, verse 4, when he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, now go out where it is deeper and let down your nets to catch some fish. Master, Simon replied, we worked hard all last night and didn't catch a thing. But if you say so, I'll let the nets down again. And this time the nets were so full that they began to tear. A shout for help brought their partners in the other boat. And soon both boats were filled with fish and on the verge of sinking. That's a lot of fish. When Simon Peter realized what had happened, he fell to his knees before Jesus and said, oh, Lord, please leave me. I am such a sinful man. For he was awestruck by the number of fish they caught, and as were the others with him, his partners James and John and Q, the sons of Zebedee, were also amazed. Jesus replied to Simon, don't be afraid. From now on, you'll be fishing for people. And as soon as they landed, they left everything and followed Jesus. And the main thing that I wanted to speak on about humility is that humility does not come in our effort. Our humility comes in our surrender. A lot of times we're focusing on what we have to do, the run we have to run, everything that we have to do to earn God's grace. But God is not calling us to give effort for it. He's calling us to surrender it. And I want to show you what that looks like real quick. So if I can have our student ministry help me out for a second. This bag has been with me everywhere. This bag has been on many trips. Pretty sure this bag went to the hospital when our daughter was born. So, grace has been given. So now, effort. Okay, let's see what we got here. What is this? Oh, okay, that's my business. Okay, let's put that right there. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh, I love coaching. I love coaching. Yeah, let's throw that in there. Okay. I still need time for myself. I like listening to music. Let's throw that in there too. What else we got? Okay, I'm working on a book, you know. Okay, throw that in there. Oh, ooh, that's regret. Oh, regret is heavy. You know, I should have just kept going even when I got hurt. That's regret. So I'm gonna put that in there too. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, that's a gift. That's one of my gifts right there. Let's throw that in there too. Okay. Oh man, it's getting full. Oh, I'm gonna have to try real hard to keep that. Okay. All right. After school program. Yeah. Summer camp. Yep. Ooh, that's summer camp. You all right? We're gonna put that in there. What else we got here? Oh, what do we got here? Oh, social issues. You know, I watch the news and I'm on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. It's like every day there's a new social issue. Oh my God. Okay, yep. Compartmentalize. I'm good at compartmentalizing. Okay, let's throw that in there. Ooh, what's this? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I just like pens, and I just want. I'm gonna just throw that in there. Y'all can go ahead and have a seat. Thank you so much. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. You can't forget self-care. Self-care, you know, I brush my self-care. That can go in there too. All right. Oh, I got to get that. Don't forget that. Oh, that's a little bit shame right there. I never finished college. That's, dang it. All right, hold on. I'm good at this. I can pack it. If I just give a little bit of effort here. All right, I can do that. All right. Lord, I hear you calling me, but hang on 1 second. I got to finish doing this right here. I gotta get this in this bag. You know, this got to come with me everywhere. All right. Ooh, that's got a little bit of weight to it. All right, that's broken, so I'm gonna have to. All right, I got it. Woo. It's a little heavy, but hang on, y'all. I gotta go to work. Oh, what's up, brother? How you doing? The Lord is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good. I'm hiding this. I'm hiding it. Okay, cool deal. Whew. I don't know how I'm gonna work with all this on me. Okay. Whew. All right. You know, I just gotta grind. I've been told I gotta grind. Let me grind. Yeah, I can do this. Let me grind it out. Effort, maximum effort. Man, I was on YouTube the other day and I heard that dude. If you ain't giving effort, you ain't trying. Let's do it. Okay, yeah. Whew, I'm getting tired. All right, it's time to go. Done with work finally. Oh my gosh. Is that my, that's my boss. He can't see everything. Oh, hold on. Oh my, he can't see it. Whew. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, you know, don't look over there. Don't look over there. Everything is good. God is great. I've been given grace, and I've been trying real hard, you know. I've been trying. I've been giving every effort to make sure that I'm pleasing God. You know, you can't even see everything that I've hidden because I have given so much effort in hiding it. Wait, I didn't hide it. You know, wait, no. Don't even worry about it. Okay, cool. He's gone. Whew. Whew. All right. That was good. I can finally go home. Whew. What up, kids? I love you, but I got to go. Today was a long day. I was giving so much effort and carrying, but don't worry about it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. It's funny how many people are affected by your effort. And I can speak to myself because I've been known to pick up what else is in my bag, random jobs here and there. I'm an Uber. I'm going to take care of my family. I got this. Lord, I heard your call, but hang on. I got to put this in the bag real quick. I know you're calling me. I know you want me to do this, but this is so heavy. Just give me a second. Let me catch my breath from life. Jesus. Wait, don't come over here, Jesus. Hold on. And I can only say it because I have struggled with that and put so many things on the back burner. Because I have taken everything that God has given me grace in and I put it up on a pedestal. And the more I lift it, the more effort it takes, the more tired you get, the more things are able to seep in, the more you're running from your calling. And it really took God smacking me on the head, He's like, I don't want you to give effort in trying to hide, trying to take all this. Just let me have it. As much as airport security and screening is annoying, there is a purpose for it. When you get to the airport and you got to put your bag in the little thing, and if it's too big, you got to take something out or you got to pay extra. Or if you get to the gate and they're like, my gosh, that's a big bag. You got to check that. Oh, they're going to lose it. I'm just kidding. But it has an important purpose because it's for the safety of everybody else. And I had to realize the more effort I was giving, the more I was giving a detriment to my family, to my teammates, to everyone that is following me in my ministry. Because if you overload a plane, it's harder for it to take off. If you put too much weight on one side or the other, my wife has probably noticed I've been watching random YouTube videos in the night of random plane incidents. So I'm sorry. I apologize. But God is calling us to give it to him. Because while we are trying to hide everything, he's trying to use it. Maya, come here real quick, sorry. This is my oldest daughter. So in our effort, it's interesting how shame can pass along to our next generation. Oh my gosh, I didn't finish school. You can't go to that school because they might see it. You might open my own bag. Don't touch that. I don't want anybody to see what's in that bag. You know what? No, never mind. You know what? You take it. I never finished school, but you know what? You do it. You take on every ounce of everything that I wanted to do. You take it. I regret that I couldn't do it, but you know what? I'm going to pass it along to you. You carry the bag. And that's a hard one. Not passing along what we're carrying to our children. Don't look at me like that. What God wants us to do, all right, give it to me. All right, Lord, take it. All right, that's your shame. You really don't need it, but I think I can use it. Regret. Yeah, I can use that too, all right. I'll take care of your self-care too. Your gifts, I want it. Your coaching, yep, I'll take that. Don't even worry about all the social issues. I got that covered. Don't worry about it. Put that over there. Even your business, I'll take it. Whatever you're writing, I'll take that. I don't want those. You know what? Thank you so much. You're done. Now just throw the bag on the belt and move on. Man, I didn't know how heavy everything I was carrying was. I didn't know how much that affected me. Now that I'm free from that, you can be free in what God is calling you to do, in what you choose. I didn't give it to you, I gave it to God. So wherever you're going, whatever mission you have, it's not in a bag. Be free. Be free. See, John needed tissue for tears. I get all worked up. So I want to continue along. Because how many of you know, even though we give everything to God, it's not always like a smooth sailing. We think, okay, God got everything. The closer we get to Jesus, the more everything seems to come to the light. Everybody can see it. You know what? I'm close to you, Jesus. Everybody can see it, but it's okay because since you have it, the enemy can't use it. But sometimes we slip. Sometimes as we're following Jesus, because following Jesus can get dangerous sometimes. Sometimes people are going to throw rocks at you. Sometimes people are going to talk down on you because you're following Jesus. What? You might lose friends. And when it comes time for you to really claim Jesus, there are times where we do the complete opposite. John 18:15 through 18. Simon Peter followed Jesus, as did another of the disciples. That other disciple was acquainted with the high priest, so he was allowed to enter the high priest's courtyard with Jesus. Peter had to stay outside the gate. Then the disciple who knew the high priest spoke to the woman watching at the gate, and she let Peter in. The woman asked Peter, You're not one of that man's disciples, are you? Nah, no, I'm not. Because it was cold, the household servants and the guards had made a charcoal fire. They stood around it, warming themselves, and Peter stood with them, warming himself. And down to 25. Meanwhile, as Simon Peter was standing by the fire, warming himself, they asked him again, You're not one of his disciples, are you? He denied it, saying, No, I am not. But one of the household slaves of the high priest, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, they recognized you from your TikTok video. Didn't I see you out there on the Olive Grove with Jesus? No, it was not I. It's crazy how much we deny Jesus when we're trying to fit in somewhere. It's interesting the lengths we go through to deny Jesus. Whenever our reputation is on the line. When I'm surrounded by fellow believers, when I'm surrounded by John and Q, when I'm surrounded by Miss Elaine and Grandma Sherman and Miss Tracy, when I'm surrounded by Shelly and Adam and Jeff and Bobby, it's easy to claim Jesus. But the moment I step out and I have to go to school, when I have to go to my job, when I have to speak to somebody in the community, it's so interesting the lengths that we go to deny the Jesus in us, just to make sure that we're fitting in, just to make sure that people don't know that I'm with Jesus, just to make sure that someone doesn't know that I have a calling in my life. Because that's not cool. Yeah, it is. I'm just saying that right now. It's cool. Sidebar, because it's amazing the freedom that we have when we get rid of the effort of being fake. Giving effort to be fake is hard. I'm going to be honest. I've done that a lot. In my walk, it takes so much to put on a mask, to put on a front. It takes effort to remember everything that you've told somebody, that you've done that was an exaggeration, that has to tie into what you're trying to do, because what you're trying to do will elevate this. So I got to remember what I told him in the interview, so I can remember what I'm going to tell my manager, so I can remember what I put on Facebook, so I can remember what I need to put on my resume, so I can remember what I need to say in the next interview, because everybody knows all jobs talk. That takes a lot of effort and a lot of brain space and a lot of, I just got tired thinking of it. And when we're doing that, sorry, Jesus. Let me take that back. No, you can't have it anymore. I gotta do this, yep. I'm taking it all back. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm taking it all back. I can only go so far with you, so we've reached that point. So thank you for carrying it for me for a while. Well, I want to go down. Jeez, what'd you do to this bag? All right. Thank you, Jesus. Nice doing business with you. I'm out. And there are moments we take everything back because we're trying to fit in with everyone else that has a bag that looks like this. You got a bag? I got a bag too. Let me post up. John, you got a bag? Okay, cool. I'm coming. Q, you got a bag? Bet. Hey, what up, though? And we spend so much time denying Jesus just to try to fit in. But we don't have to stay there. If we go to John 21, this is after Peter had denied Jesus. They crucified Jesus. Jesus died. This is afterwards. Jesus had shown himself to the disciples a couple times, and he comes to the group that Peter is hanging out with. In John 21, 15 through 17, it says, after breakfast, sometimes I just want to go to a Jesus barbecue, because, that fish was probably fire. They always have fish and bread. It was probably seasoned to perfection. All I see is Jesus as that salt guy, Anyway, after breakfast, Jesus asked Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? Yes, Lord, Peter replied. You know I love you. Then feed my lambs. Jesus repeated the question. Simon, son of John, do you love me? Yes, Lord, Peter said. Then take care of my sheep. Jesus said a third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt that Jesus asked the question the third time. He said, Lord, you know everything. You know everything. You know that I love you. Jesus replied, then feed my sheep. And I didn't catch the rest of the verse, but later on, Jesus tells him again to follow me. Now, up to that point, Peter was living in the shame of having denied Jesus over and over again, the 3 times. And it's even more hurtful for him because he fought so hard to tell Jesus that he was not going to deny him. If you know anything about Peter, Peter's a very proud guy. He might be a little bit of a hothead. I mean, who chops people's ears off? Who does that? And he was in a place of regret because he followed Jesus for so long. He had done everything that Jesus told him to do. He was right beside Jesus. Jesus, you my right-hand man. And when it came down to it, he denied him. Like if I had a friend, if my homeboy was going through it, and I just denied him, and something ended up happening to him, I would feel so hurt that the last thing that he knew of me was that I denied my friendship with him. I negated everything that we went through. I negated everything that you pulled me from, everything that you walked me through in a swift moment. I deny everything. And it's interesting that even in all that, Jesus felt he had him in such high regard that he came back. Look, man, I know you denied me, but it's okay. I can still use you. I can still use everything that you've packed away. All those moments that you denied me to your group that you were trying to fit in with. Every time that you denied me because you were trying to get a job that I didn't really lead you to. It's all good. I can still use you. And guess what? I can use that too. And it's interesting, as we were preparing for this message, that we were talking about the union between Jesus and the church and how it's compared to marriage. And I was just thinking about my own lovely wife. Hey, babe, what's up? How you doing? I promise I won't call her up. She's got her head down. She's like, oh, Lord, don't call me up to the stage, so I won't. But it's interesting because when we come together and we're also bringing all these bags, I know for me, when she looked past all that, when I asked her to marry me and she almost fell into a fountain pool, she looked, true story, it happened. She looked past all of that. You know what, James? It doesn't matter what is in your bag. I still want to marry you. I still want to be in union with you. I know what you bring. I know where you're going. I know the strength you have. You might not see it in yourself right now, but I know the strength that you have. You don't have to prove or give effort or do anything to me. I love you past all of that. I'm not going to cry. I don't have tissue in my pocket. But it's an amazing feeling when you think that you have to give effort. You have to hide this away. You have to pack this away. You have to do something with all that in your brokenness before I can come to you. I have to deal with all this before I come to you. But he's saying, no, just come to me, and I want that too. And that's when the next handoff happens. We go from grace to the humility it takes to give everything that we're bringing.